and let me die already.
Oh, that sounds so nice.
No, you don't get to die. We have more games to play.
I don't know. Playing this, I thought the cold embrace of death surely has to be more interesting.
Welcome back to the Bad Gamecast. I'm Jake.
I'm Jason.
Elsa.
And we're joined by someone with more time than brains.
And this time we played Airport Simulator 2014.
Is this the first one in the series?
No.
Because I know it's not the latest.
No, there's 14 definitely. I believe there's also this is 14. I meant 15.
Well, I meant, was there a 13?
Yes.
Or was this, okay.
I think there was also a 12.
So why did we just randomly choose one in the middle of the series here then?
It has terrible reviews. I don't know. It probably popped up somewhere. I think it might be the worst reviewed of them.
Yeah.
In the long, long line of prestigious airport simulators.
Yeah, hang on. We have to pause for Jake to do some nonsense, otherwise he complains.
Ah, thank you. Released
Okey-doke.
December 2013, developed and produced by Jesus Christ, can't even get the words out. United Independent Entertainment GmbH.
That is not a real thing.
Right?
Gumbach.
No, you should check out their Steam page. They make a lot of shit, just poorly received shit. Other games released in 2013 we covered in Aliens, Colonial Marines, Final Fantasy All the Bravest, and COD Ghost. So I didn't write down anymore because I think we covered every goddamn game that came out in 2013 between those three.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the inherent flaw in this stupid section of the podcast.
Okay, but I do that so you get an idea of like other better stuff that came out around the time of what we're playing.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know. That's all I got.
All right, so now is usually when I go through the game, and honestly, I don't know how I can do this. Airport Simulator 2014. You run an airport, kinda?
Yeah, hold on. So, dear listener, just think to yourself, what could an airport simulator be like? Think about that for a few seconds, and then make it less interesting.
Ooh.
And then make it less interesting than that, and then just drink yourself to death, because the only way you're getting through this game is with a helping of intoxication.
So, like, you basically, planes will come to your airport. Your airport in, where's this airport?
I have no idea.
Good.
I don't think it's given a location.
Yeah.
Sure, airport somewhere. And a plane comes in, you have to do a bunch of things, like what do you call the walkway
tunnel?
that people come out on, and then like the luggage car, you have to drive that over there, and maintenance
Right.
crew.
This isn't actually like an airport simulator. It's more of like a ground crew airplane maintenance. I hate to say simulator because that like implies there's actual simulation, because the gameplay loop is driving places.
Yeah.
And waiting.
Yes, can't forget about the waiting.
So basically, when the plane arrives, it pulls up this like checklist of things for you to do and a timer for each of them. And when you click on them, it teleports you to the vehicle that you need, and you drive it to the place it needs to go, and then you just do that.
Yes.
Yes.
The vehicle that you need to be at parked somewhere wildly around the fucking airport that you then get to slowly drive on the road or across the tarmac, because that's so much goddamn faster. And then you let it sit there for anywhere between 30 seconds and literally 20 minutes.
And then you just wait. You get money for every task you complete.
Yes.
And eventually you can save up enough money to start automating these tasks, which then you don't even do anything.
Yep, that is the end goal of this game, is to automate your entire airport. So you have your control tower and you're looking down at your gates, and you have 8 gates. And you're trying to automate all of them. And that's how you use your money. That's the only thing you use your money for.
Well, you can automate everything except for one vehicle, the cargo lift.
That's right, because, you know, why give you the satisfaction of finally being free of the menial bullshit?
Yeah, they need there still to be something to do at the very end game, so you still have to deal with cargo planes.
So, near the, I guess we'll call it the end, did you guys end up having every other plane seem to be a cargo plane?
That they would come in waves for me.
Okay.
So after, what did I put in? 2.5, 3 hours, I had a trainer, gave myself infinite money, bought all of the upgrades just to see what would happen. Like, because at that point I was curious, does it move you to a bigger airport? Is there a next step at all? No, you get a pop-up that says, hey, you've done it. You can keep playing and do the cargo planes. Otherwise, you're done. Yay. I forgot what the question was.
There was no question, only pain.
So like that's the whole game.
That's it. Wrap this shit up. I got places to be.
Okay, so in actual breakdowns of parts of the game, they're all bad, and it was kind of amazing. The sounds, I hated that.
Holy shit.
I was kind of amazed by the music loop when I first entered the game, because it's just like Jesus Christ, elevator music.
That constantly looping.
It's like maybe a 15-second loop. And I'm thinking, okay, this is the 15-second loop for the main title screen. And then when I hit play game, the music just kept on looping.
Yeah,
kept on looping.
That's just
it's
the music.
The only music in the game. So I turned it off after about 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, I did like the first objectives, and I was like, this music has to go. So then I went into the options menu, and I took the there's sliders for like music volume and then master volume. I slid master volume all the way to the bottom. By the way, master volume doesn't turn off sound effects.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a fun discovery. As like planes would still beep at me.
Planes, and then anytime there was a new thing to do,
Yeah.
or God forbid you're in a truck backing up, and
So I just have random beeps and borps the whole time. That was great. Till I turned
The realistic airport experience.
now, see, I didn't mute it, and I didn't turn the volume off, and I would find that repetitive music would fade in and out of my consciousness, and like I'd only know it would come back when the visions would set in, because it had chipped away enough of my consciousness, or like my fucking sanity, that it was really starting to get to me. So I could only ever play it for like a half hour, 45 minutes at a time before I had to fucking stop.
Weakling.
I mean,
No arguments. Jesus Christ. The music.
yeah, so you just mute everything, and then you second monitor it, and you're like, do something,
Yes.
because it takes forever.
No, I did say like 30 seconds to literally 20 minutes, but it's like there's some things you have to wait on real time 20 minutes. It
Yes.
is ridiculous.
Again, it's just settling into that simulation niche.
Yeah, which I do want to talk about.
Okay.
Have you played any simulation games?
No.
All right, so we've got a lot of experience then.
Yep.
Because I've never played, like, the ones that people tend to review and like better. I know there's Train Simulator, there's Truck Simulator, and Farm Simulator. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of what comes to mind. I was thinking about Farm Simulator and Truck Simulator.
Right,
Also, Flight Simulator.
right, those are the big ones.
Sure.
I've never played them, so I'm not entirely sure what this niche is about.
Right? Is this just like how all simulators go? Is Farming Simulator literally just doing the same thing except with farming equipment?
Well, I know that the Truck Simulator is like literally an 16-hour truck route. Like that's just you driving, which you could do in real life, so I don't understand why you would have simulated.
Well, this way you don't have to pay for gas.
I guess, and you could play a European Truck Simulator and go see beautiful countryside.
At this point, why don't you just load up Desert Bus and give it a go?
Graphic fidelity?
That's fair.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm really curious what draws people into simulation games, because I don't feel like, even like if I found one of the good ones, I would enjoy it, because that's not me.
So I'm with you, right? Playing this game, it felt a lot to me like Warlocks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, that RTS on Game Boy, I understood based on this game what it is that people like about the genre, but it is not for me. I found it tedious and boring, and the best times I had with this game was when I had 3 planes at gates, shit going on, a 4th plane was coming in, and there was that like panic moment where I didn't feel like I had enough time to get everything done before I started cheating my ass off. Yeah, when it felt like you were actively doing something, not just waiting.
Yep. Exactly. I had one moment in my game where like I was bleeding money because every second you went over one of your targets, you bled like $1.
Yeah.
And I had something like 3 or 4 tasks that hadn't been finished yet, and I was bleeding cash. I'm like, oh God, can I get all this? And it was like, I hate to call it adrenaline because, it's not exactly an action-packed game, but it was the closest thing to excitement that this game pulled from me, and that lasted all of like 10 minutes, and then I went back to just browsing on my phone, looking at timers to count down.
So to get around that, I cranked the game speed 2 times 500.
Wait, you can do that? Or is that cheat?
Oh no, I was cheating my ass off.
Okay,
Just
that
to,
makes more sense.
because I was trying to see if I could get all the gates to fill, and I never got to a point where I had to plane at everyone. And also, So with everything automated and, times 500, I wasn't doing a whole lot, just watching planes come and go pretty fucking quick.
So Jason was starting to run down the laundry list of all the bad things in this game, considering it's bad gameplay, it's bad graphics, it's bad sound design, it's bad game design. But I don't know, it never felt like offensively bad to me, mostly because it was so benign and boring on the baseline. Like, I don't know, you could ignore this game for minutes at a time and it wasn't actively taking up your mental capacities, while, say, we go with the other game that I played for the Bad Game Cast, at least so far, Sonic Unleashed. I had to be actively engaged and actively angry at all times.
I kind of get that, I guess, but oh boy, there are so many things wrong with this game. How often was your airport in, like, the regular dimension versus some alternate fifth dimension?
I was always on Earth.
Oh, no, not even close.
Every time I would load in for about 30 seconds, it didn't know what the fuck it wanted to do, but then everything would literally fall into place.
Just about every time I would move my mouse, my airport would, like, shoot, like, 30 stories in every direction into some weird fourth dimensional projection as it just came at me and away from me at the same time.
Sounds kind of amazing.
My airplanes occasionally would turn into Chimera airplanes where, like, one of them would leave, but it would, like, the model wouldn't leave, so then the next airplane would just, like, move into its spot, and there would just be overlapping airplane. Yeah, it was a mess.
Okay. Because, like, I didn't really run into many bugs in this game. Like, the worst bug I ran into were the gates that I had at each of, the extendable gates with the little wheels on the bottom. Like,
the tunnels,
did little donuts. Yeah, the tunnels.
Oh, yeah.
The tunnels just sat in space doing donuts, and that's it. That was the worst bug that I had.
Which, I gotta say, those things control so horribly.
Oh my god, yeah, they do. And the fucking luggage cart, which turns way too fucking... Did either of you flip a vehicle?
You can flip vehicles?
Oh, yeah.
Kinda. But they, like, self-right, don't they?
No, none of mine did.
Oh,
I
mine totally did.
The luggage cart, the fuel tanker, and the catering cart all on their sides. And I kept waiting for, like, them to right themselves or reset. The fun part about that is, though, you only get to control one of them of the seemingly available pool. So even if you try and, like, swap to something and then go back, it just pops you right back in the one that's on its side that you can't do shit with.
Oh, no. I did, however, manage to ram the cargo lifter into a plane, and I almost flipped a plane.
Oh, shit.
It was kind of hilarious. I mean, it, like, clipped through the ground. The, like, wings don't have actual, like, hit detection, so... And then it self-righted. And that was the most interesting thing I did in the game. Was ramming planes with the cargo lifter.
I mean, it's more interesting than the actual game.
It's true.
And, like, the UI design is real bad. It's so just... Nothing is...
Nothing's labeled.
Nothing's labeled. Nothing's self-explanatory. It's just like, here's stuff.
It's minimalistic and not explained.
Yeah, and, like, at the beginning of the first activity you get a very vague description of what you're supposed to do. Like, drive the luggage cart to the plane. Oh, okay.
Oh,
well, then what? Good luck.
Yeah, I mean, it took me a little while to figure out how to, like, start the game. Because, like, you go into the game, and it greets you with that stupid message about, hey, you need to automate everything. And then, like, it doesn't give you your first plane until you click on one of the gates. But it doesn't explain that.
Oh, yeah.
At any point.
Well,
yeah,
of
no,
course it
I
does.
did the same thing. I just jumped into, like, the car and drove around, and I was totally lost.
Yep.
Well, you've got the plane beeping at you, and the gate buttons at the bottom, so long as you're at the tower and nowhere else, flashing. Kind of. So, like, how do you not put two and two together after you've had enough of that god-awful beeping? Did you guys try to escape the airport in one of the cars?
I feel like I really should have.
You can't.
No.
I tried. Lord, I tried. Because you can see from the tower, the other side of the airport, where the cars is, where there's parking lots and people driving. And for the life of me, I couldn't tell if there were people actually in the cars or not. I don't think that there were.
No.
Probably not. You never see a human being in this game.
Well, you don't see anybody walking, but you definitely see a human-looking thing in the bus driving.
I suppose that's true. You never see any of the passengers, though.
No.
You just see the drivers.
It's like you've got some weird homunculus piloting around fucking souls because you can't fucking see anybody. It's just ghosts. The ghost plane comes in, you unload the ghosts come on.
I just had a thought. Have either of you ever watched The Langoliers?
Yes.
That's all I got. Abandoned airport. That's it. That's the end of the thought. Content.
I'm trying to think when the fuck I watched The Langoliers last. Like 15, 20 years ago?
This is what happened to the airport after the Langoliers left.
One crazy person just took over and started driving carts around.
Yep.
I was going to make a reference, but I forgot what it was. Yep.
Yeah, you look like you're batting 1,000 there, man.
I'm batting like 2. Yeah, 2.
That doesn't even make sense in any way. You could try to... wow, okay, yep, I'm batting 2 as well.
Got there. We're just like...
Beep, bop, boop.
all so jazzed to have played this game that...
It's...
Quite frankly, at least it was short.
That's true. How many total hours did each of you put into this game?
I think I'm sitting around 5 or 6.
I'm somewhere around the same. I'd have to check my Steam page.
Okay, same. I was about 5 or 6 hours. And all of them drunk.
That seems like the right way to do it.
Oh yeah, me and a glass of wine and Airport Simulator was just like the best Friday night I ever had.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a bleak existence here.
And I thought I was lonely.
At least I got a cat. Aw.
Yeah, I just have neighbors that yell, and I like to pretend like I'm in there with them for the, communication.
Yeah.
Anyway, so recommendations?
No.
Elsa?
Maybe to somebody who enjoys simulation games, go get the most recent Airport Simulator, and hopefully it's better than this, because I don't get it. If you like mindless games, maybe if you don't like games with difficulty, maybe if you like games with poor sound design, maybe if you like games where you slowly drive vehicles from point to point. I don't know. I can see there being like one person in the universe that would be really into this concept, and good on them. They're probably not listening to this podcast, but good on them.
Yeah, I'm with both of you. Like, I understand what it is about sim games that people like. This is not a good representation of sim games. This feels like a boring clicker.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Except those are usually better.
Exactly. Like, if that's the kind of idle shit that you want to do, go play Clicker Heroes. It's free. If you're into sim games, you know better ones than this one. Why waste your time and money?
This costs money.
I can't remember. How much money did this cost? It was like $10, wasn't
It's
it?
$10 normally,
Yeah.
but we picked it up on sale.
Yeah.
Well, look at you getting it on sale. I had to pay 10 whole American dollars. What about my cheeseburgers, Jake?
Ooh, that does cut into that cheeseburger money.
But really, at $10, this is so not worth it. It's kind of amazing.
Very true.
I mean, we paid what, sub 5, right? I think it was around there.
like
And that was too much.
Yeah. No, if this game was free, I would still tell you not to play it. Just don't.
I get that. It's like, for a simulation game, at least get you a simulation game where you can like have maybe some level of customization to the thing you're simulating. You had no say over anything in the airport. Like,
That's what I
couldn't
found
name it, couldn't do anything.
weird. Like, I don't know. If I was to want to run an airport, I wouldn't want to drive the trolley. I would want to, like, try to set routes. Like, hey, you've got a bunch of people looking for international flights. Try to pick up flights to Mexico or something.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, like, you're trying to get one of the airlines that comes through to add Mexican flights.
Make it more like a management sim.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've played that before.
That sounds way better than this.
It's true.
Well, what do we do now?
Now we do the letters things.
Hey.
Where we read letters
Hey.
from listeners like you.
Me?
Like me.
Yeah, which, like, I guess I could pull up the letter, but really, I think the only letter we have is from you,
Oh, motherfuck.
so that doesn't exactly go well.
I mean, I honestly don't remember what it is.
Gmails. So, yeah, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you want read aloud here on The Bad Gamecast, you can email thebadgamecast@gmail.com. What was the last thing you sent? Scrolling.
I sent you something about Stuffy Bunny.
So many emails from Twitch.
And just wants to let you know that the Bad Gamecast has gone live.
Yeah.
Oh, don't stop there. Keep going.
Alright, so this is from Elsa.
Yep.
So
me.
let's talk about those singular bad points in games that were so frustrating or difficult or bullshit or boring that they just made you get up and walk away from a game. Anything come to mind?
Sonic.
For you, when you wrote this question, what came to your mind was Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what?
Well, I say singular bad point in a good game. There was a difficulty spike in Rainbow Six Vegas, where you're going through like a burning tower and there are shotgun dudes around every corner and you die a lot. It's just what you do. You die and you die and you die. Me and Jason tried it a bunch of times and we just went, well, guess we're not finishing this game. And that was pretty much it. Good talk.
Whatever, you just keep looking at me. Stop looking at me.
I'm just thinking, like,
Fight me.
pretty sure my brother and I sat and played through that in one sitting. I don't think it was that bad.
Fight me.
Well, clearly you're a better gamer than me, Jake.
Yeah, that's what that is. And we've got the Twitch streams to prove it, I guess.
That's true. All those top of scoreboard finishes for King of Wolves.
Yep, that's where I'm at. The top.
You're on the scoreboard.
Only because I have to be. No, it's hard to think of something in a game that I like that would make me want to, like, walk away. Maybe that goddamn Yeti in that Windows skiing game.
Sure.
Are we talking about Ski Free? What?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
No, I was thinking which I've mentioned this on the podcast before. When I played Final Fantasy IX the first time, I actually didn't beat it.
Oh, yeah.
As a kid, because it got really difficult at one point.
Basically near the end, wasn't it?
Yep, I don't remember if it was one of the giant elementals or if it was Trans Kuja just kicking my teeth in, but...
Gotta go grind, and when you're a tiny child, you're like, I got no time for that.
And, like, you don't really know how / what you need to grind, and there's a whole thing.
True.
And then, I came back later and I've played the game since, and I love the game, and there's a lot of weird stuff in the game that I enjoy way more, because I didn't even get as a kid, because I upgraded my chocobo till you get to a golden chocobo, and then you eat the magic seed and fly to chocobo heaven.
Sure.
That's a
Normal
thing.
things.
That is a thing in that game, and it's glorious.
Yeah, no, just Final
I get
Fantasy
that.
things. Sure. So I think, like, The Last Remnant, the first time I bought that game. Yeah. And because I'd started it and I played for about an hour and like I just fucking wasn't into it. It's one of the few games that I bought that I immediately returned for a fucking refund. Because I'm happy to buy garbage and just add it to my garbage collection. Great. But I didn't even want to fucking own it anymore.
And you had to buy it again.
Yeah, and I was thrilled about it then. And I'm still pumped.
And then instead of playing for an hour, you played for 70 hours.
Oh my god.
It's the longest game we've played.
That is one of the reasons I'm less angry at Airport Simulator than I am Sonic, because it took less of my life. I did it in 2 sittings.
Yeah, no.
That's it, it's over.
Nope.
Instead, you got shit like that where you're
Last
like,
Remnant was like 2 solid months
my god.
of just playing this game.
Yeah, it never ended.
It's not a joke when I said it. I think I probably went around 70 hours. I could check when I get home, but yeah, oh my god. It went forever.
You hate to see it.
Even Kingdom Hearts 3 had the good graces to die at like 30 hours.
Yeah, eventually.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Now, mind you, of those 30 hours, like 15 is just cinematics.
It's not even exaggeration. Like, it's not fucking far off.
You can look it up on YouTube.
I believe you.
I mean, not that Last Remnant's any better, because it was, what, like 12 hours of just cutscene?
Somewhere around there.
Because that's the only way Square Enix can tell a story.
Well, when you get such weird and complicated stories as this guy's a secret artifact or something, I don't remember.
Yep.
And I don't care to remember.
Well, no, hold on. He was the Emperor, and he had good points.
Well, your sister was the defender of whatever remnants or something.
Yeah, and you were secret artifact.
Yeah.
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 Like singular bad points. Are there any others I can think of off the top of my head? Are there any games where I got
Oh, shit. Fucking Battletoads.
Well, okay, but like it's designed to be that way.
Okay, but, like, it's all fun and games to hit the fucking turbo tunnel, and
Yeah.
you just shut the motherfucker off.
Well, because the turbo tunnel was designed to eat quarters.
Yeah.
Like that, they literally designed it that way.
I get that, but I never played it in an arcade, only ever at home, where you can't feed more quarters in, so, like, you just hit the turbo tunnel and you were fucking done now.
Yeah, which is an obnoxious thing of old game design of arcade cabinets that they put in stuff that's nearly frame perfect for an arcade game just because they want you to fail.
And then those game companies went on to make literal slot machines. Looking at you, Konami.
Whoa. Pachinko.
It's different.
Okay.
It gives you, like, steel ball bearings that aren't worth money.
Yes, the balls themselves aren't inherently worth money.
Yeah, and you can exchange those ball bearings for neat, unique prizes.
Like...
Money.
No, unique prizes. And did you know there's a unique prize collector next door? He'll buy them from you for money.
Ooh.
I can't tell if you're bullshitting me or not,
I am
and
not.
I don't care.
That's how that works.
For the longest time in Japan, you couldn't have the exchanging of money in the same building. It's why the casino in Pokemon, the prizes are in a separate building.
I miss the game corner.
Because that's actually how pachinko is in Japan. Is that
I'm learning so much.
So, learning here on the podcast.
The Bad Game Cast.
Hell yeah.
Come to learn and shit.
I mean, you're not going to learn anything from Airport Simulator, so...
That's true.
I don't know, maybe you'll learn about yourself because you'll have so much time to just meditate.
It's true.
Yes.
Get weird and introspective and then, come back to Earth after your third eye's been open and realize you're still playing Airport Simulator and just kill yourself.
Well, no, once you
Jesus
achieve Zen and your
Christ.
chakras are open, you move on.
Oh, you're free then?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's much better.
Fucking hit Nirvana, hang out with Buddha or whatever.
Is that how that works?
No, I don't think so.
Learning.
It's half the battle?
The other half is lasers.
I mean, if G.I. Joe did teach me anything, that's actually more accurate.
It's not pork chop sandwiches?
It's lasers.
Fucking both of you.
Hell yeah.
We good? Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. We gotta throw them plugs out.
Plugs.
The plugs. Plougs.
Plovs.
Anyway. So you email thebadgamecast@gmail.com. Questions, comments, concerns. We read them. You get to listen to our bad answers to them. If you want to send us any other things like suggestions for games to play, or you just want to harass us more directly on Twitter, you can tweet at thebadgamecast. I run that. You can tweet at Jake Prey. That's his normal account. If you want to see us live, you just hop on Twitch Monday through Thursday. We stream starting at usually around 6 p.m. Eastern American time.
What do you stream, Jason?
I stream Might and Magic. I stream old RPGs because at some point I'll run out of Might and Magic, and at that point I'll probably start streaming Fallout.
Hey, there you go.
Like, I stream RPGs from the 90s. Jake streams stuff.
Yeah, with the exception of Destiny on Thursdays, I'm really not that consistent with what I'm playing. I like to mix it up, though.
Yeah, so you can always come check us out. Hop in chat. Don't hop in chat if you just want to lurk. That's cool, too.
If you have a message for me, just put it into a bottle and throw it into the ocean and then get arrested for littering, you monster.
Yeah, so you can do that.
Do you get it from the ocean, or did the police hand it to you?
Oh, it finds its way to me. It knows.
I just want her to admit that she's the secret queen of the police, but she won't fucking do it.
But she has
Fuck
to
the
tell you.
police.
Yeah, that's the law. She has to say it.
Everyone knows. If you're a cop, you have to say so.
That's true.
If you want to have some non-discussion, you can check out the Reddit. There's a subreddit, r/thebadgamecast. All the episodes go up there. No one comments. You can be the first. Be the change you want to see in this world. Achieve this day.
Hey, that also tells you what episode number we're on, because we don't have it anywhere else.
It's true. There's also a actual account for Reddit that wanders around, that Jake controls, so it wanders around and insults people.
I like that you say that it's controlled by Jake, but it like wanders around on its own. Like Jake just has like the reins and points it in a direction.
I mean, I give it vague direction, and it just fucking hates Sonic. What can be done?
It just, it has a mind of its own, and the mind says, fuck Sonic.
I mean, all minds should think that.
Some
get
of
that.
them do, just not in the way you mean.
No.
Soon more Sonic.
No.
So then the last thing is the Patreon. So if you Patreon, hit us up there if you like this garbage. We did it.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Patreon. We spew garbage. Some of you like it enough to give us money.
Thank you.
Thank you. Like, actually, honestly, thank you, but also thank you.
And now Jason can be lugged out the curb and thrown in the garbage like he so desperately desires.
I'm a dumpster.
I'm gonna cut you open like a tauntaun. For the Bad Gamecast, I've been Jake.
Toy Store.
Elsa?
Good night, everybody!
Pew, 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 pew.
And then some outro music plays. And then, like, after that, maybe you throw in a quick little remark or something. You know, something funny to keep the people listening. Although I don't usually do
We're
that.
clever.